This level is gorgeous. I don't know what else you want from me. This is part 11 of Overthinking Donkey Kong Country 3. After Spring and Spiders, we meet Brash. Brash is a cunt. I don't know what his deal is. He's like those super judgmental fitness dorks that look like they're 90% beef jerky. There is a chance this dude's on steroids, which would explain a bit. Winners do drugs, just not steroids. Anyway, remember the timer in Riverside Race? This is the guy who set the bar. If you beat his time, he throws a tantrum, like all true pro athletes do. The commotion causes a dead tree to fall into the river, creating a bridge that leads to Eric's Hoard, another banana bird cave. I can't remember if we've covered this already, but throughout the game there are these caves. There's one hidden in every world, plus a handful in the Northern Hemisphere. Usually one per vehicle, with a few more peppered in at the end. Each one, if completed successfully, will free a banana bird that will go on to live with Wrinkly. Look into these eyes. Have you ever seen something more adorable in your life? As for what happens when you get them all, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, but it's pretty cool. Bobbing Barrel Brawl might just be the shortest level in all of Kremwood Forest. I'm not complaining. As I said in an earlier episode, longer levels aren't necessarily better levels, and to even it out a bit, this one's a bit on the slow side. The main gameplay focus is traversing the stretches of water via barrels. Nibbler lurks in most of the waters here, and so you don't have much of a choice. Most of the pools don't have enough barrels to get you to the other side, so you're tasked with throwing barrels into the water yourself. You'll be playing as Allie for the bulk of it, in her third appearance in 2 worlds. I don't think any animal buddy has gotten this much love at the start of a game before. I suppose Winky did get 3 levels in Monkey Mines. Whatever. New to this level is Allie's ability to draw water from sources and shoot bursts of it as projectiles. This move makes her arguably as versatile as buddies like Squawks and Squitter, and definitely changes up the flow of the game. Nibbler's the only new addition to the roster here. There's a really cleverly placed bonus area about 3/4 in too. You've got to dodge 2 knickknacks, letting them take off and reach their points in the sky. Then you've got to double back, bounce up both of them, and get high enough to hit the water hard enough to go deep enough to reach the bonus barrel. The only other thing I've got to say is that this is one of the most gorgeous levels in the game. I feel I'm pretty critical of this game, especially when it comes to the visuals, but this level really delivers. As I'm wrapping up the scripts for this series, I made a new connection between the levels that I hadn't before. Could DKC3's levels be moving through the seasons? Lakeside Limbo, and much of Lake Orangutanga, feels like the middle of summer, and the same could be said of the start of Kremwood Forest, but by this level, it's well and truly autumn. You could make the argument that Creeping Clasps in Cotton Top Cove has a more autumn feel than the boardwalk levels of Lake Orangutanga. Jury's out for the rest of Cotton Top Cove and Mykonos, but K3 seems like winter, I guess. Ditto parts of Razor Ridge. Then again, you could make the argument that the second level of Razor Ridge, Kong-Fused Cliffs, is when spring begins. But it's in Chaos Core that it really starts to show, sort of. Admittedly, this theory starts to fall apart once you get to the final world. I don't think this is the case at all, but it's cool, right? So ends part 11 of Overthinking Donkey Kong Country 3. After the boss of Kremwood Forest, the game opens up a little, and for the first time in DKC history, you can choose how you want to progress. In my mind, Cotton Top Cove is always the third world, and I can't be talked around. Until then.